Hey guys, your girl Renee, and I'm out in my backyard after we've had this torrential downpour of rain. And as you can see, I told you Tails was going to get into my garlic. Look, he's already dug a hole right there. Tell you, that squirrel is always into stuff. And when I say tails, I mean a squirrel. Yep, you guys are going to hear me talking about this squirrel a lot this season because he's new to my garden and he is very disrespectful and he just doesn't want to follow the rules. So this garlic over here is looking really good. Now that I took that cover off that I was talking about in my last cleanup backyard, they're starting to do a lot better, but I don't know if it'll survive tails. And this is a coral bell that I cleaned up really well. So I'm glad that's done. So what I'm going to do today is I want to go and clean up my herb garden. Let me show you what that looks like. And as we are going over to the herb garden, you can see right here in my backyard, this is what I'm saying. This area always floods. So I think this season I am going to add a lot of soil to this area because it needs to be raised up so we don't have to deal with all this flooding. So I'm just walking around, seeing what's happening out here. And I'm going to clean up these pots here. All this I'm going to clean out. So when spring comes, then this area will be all ready to go. What I'm talking about, my herb garden is this area right here. Right here. I hope you guys can see it because it's I'm in the sun. So all this, I'm going to pull all this stuff out. Except for I have some basil and some thyme down here at the bottom, what I'll do with the thyme. And I have some rosemary right here, sage right here. I'll keep that. But everything else, I'm going to pull it out and make it a clean canvas. So when my herbs that I have winter sowing on my patio, when they're ready to go out, I can just pop them in these pots here. So let me get all my tools together. Let me put you on the tripod and we are going to clean out this area together. All right, you guys. So I'm going to get out here and I'm going to clean out this section over here, get it all picked up, cleaned out. So we won't have to worry about this in spring. Because I told you, even though it rained, your girl still got to get out here and get this work done. So let's get this stuff picked up and cleaned up. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep as much of my soil as possible because soil is too expensive to be in just, throwing it away. So I'm going to try to weed as I go because that's what it's all about. Weeding, keeping everything nice and clean. So when it's time to plant, and most people say don't pull your plants out because it'll give the soil nutrients from the root of the plant, which I agree with. But I'm not going to do it this year. Normally, I would keep all of my roots from my brassicas in the flower pots and the raised beds, but I got too much that I'm growing from seed. And so I've had my brassicas in my raised beds before, and it became so root bound that it was hard for me to plant my new seedlings because I had to fight too hard, child, to get my plants into the soil. And look at this acorn from old Tails. He's been enjoying my raised beds as well. So I've cleaned these two out right here, which is fabulous. So we're going to turn around this way and we're going to get this area cleaned out as well. And then we're going to go move on to our herb section. Hopefully, because this ground is so saturated and kind of soggy, I'm hoping my tripod doesn't tip over. So, whew, say a prayer for you, girl, so we don't have to deal with that. And even though this brassica looks pretty good, I'm still going to pull it out because I want a clean slate. I'm going to try to save as much of my soil as I can. Even though the root system and stuff look good, we still going to get rid of it. And at least some of the brassicas leaves and stuff in that pot, because that will be good and it will amend the soil. So let's clean this out as well. Get that all cleaned. Looking good, you guys. Your girl is working. I am working. Even though it's cold, nose running, your girl is still putting in the work. Take this out. Clean. I'm just so upset that I didn't get most of this done when it was fall. But like I said before, our winter season came so quickly that it derailed me, and I wasn't able to get out here and clean like I normally do. So that section is done. Let's move over to our herb area, because I've got a lot of herbs. I want to get this cleaned up. So we're going to have to put some work in over here as well. So let's get this together. Got my snippers, and like I said, I'm just going to pull as much of this out as I can. Clean it. Tail's been having a good time over here with him and hiding his nuts over here. I see him all through this bed. I'll try to take as much of this debris and all these weeds out of here. And then I'll probably have to dump this container out in the spring, and then combine this soil with some new soil and put some amendments in it, so it will be nice, fresh, ready to grow. So I'm hoping you guys are able to get out there. And I should say, how you guys doing today? Are you having a good day? And I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers that have found my channel. I'm really appreciative, and I am thankful that you're willing to come along on my garden adventures and everything else that I'm doing over here on my channel. So let me know down in the comment what kind of things you're planting this season. What is the one new thing that you're going to be trying this year for the very first time? I'm so excited, because when I hear about what you guys are growing, that motivates me into getting me all excited and want to try some new things. Now this, I don't know what this was, but I'm just going to cut this down and see if this may come back for next season. Let's see these roots. See what I'm saying? How you leave stuff into your planters for a long time, and they get root bound, and they're hard to get them out of your planters. Well, this is a firm example of what I'm talking about, because whatever I put in here looked like sage, because it looks like it has the leaf formations of the sage leaves. So I'm going to just clean around those, and we're going to see what happens in the spring. If it doesn't look like it's going to turn into something, then your girl just pull that out, and I will plant my new herbs in there. because I'm so excited. The one thing that I'm really excited about planting this year is the chamomile. Chamomile is something that I've always wanted because I love teas. In this one I had a habanero pepper in this one. So we're gonna just clean this out really good. See. So it looks halfway decent. This time I'm just going to trim it up so when it comes back it won't be so doggone bushy. Because you know thyme is a perennial and it will come back. I can see the green on it already. So we'll just give it a good little haircut. And then it won't look so bushy. And I noticed the rabbits and stuff, they don't mess with this at all. So I've got 2 done. This is my sage. It'll come back. Clean that up a little bit. This is my rosemary. Still looks good. And it'll come back. So let me get this all cleaned up. And then I will come back and let you see what it looks like. Woohoo! Because your girl's fingers are frozen. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I was able to get my herb area cleaned out. So this is what it's looking like. Like I said, this is my sage right here. And it looks like it'll come back. I had some Greek oregano in here, but it looks pretty good. Then I had some marjoram over here in this planter, and it looks like it may return. So I'm going to just leave that alone. See that marjoram right there? And then I cleaned out these 2 little planters that has nothing in it. This one I think has some kind of a another herb, like looks like a basil. And then these are my 2 sage plants right here. And then down at the bottom I have that basil right here. And then I have some thyme right here. So at least I got this section all cleaned out. So I'm very happy with the way this is looking. And I'm probably going to buy some new planters on the side over here. The ones that are on the side that has my sage and my rosemary. Because I try to have like a decorative type of garden. Because I like a lot of color in my garden. So that's what I'm aiming for. So now I'm going to take some time and I'm going to clean out this planter. Because next year I'm going to grow a lot of the onion tops because I need to do some more dehydrating and make me some more onion powder because I'm all into dehydrating and making my seasonings. If you look back on some of my previous videos, you'll see all the different types of seasonings that Miss Renee was working out because I was on this season train, I call it. And we were making all kind of pepper seasonings. We were making lemon pepper seasonings. We were making garlic powder, all kinds of things. So that's why I want to make these big cement planters that I have right here and that I have up here on my herb garden. I'm gonna make those onion planters. So when I go and get, because I have a hard time growing onions from seed, so I'm going to go get the little sets and I'm going to put them in those planters because I've had good luck with using those onion sets. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna finish cleaning this out and I'm gonna call it for the day because child, it is so cold out here. With poor little fingers, whew, look at them, they're all red and all getting all pruny. So that's an indication that your girl need to get back in the house, get her a nice cup of tea, chill out, and say, good job, Renee. You did a good job of getting out here in the cold conditions and getting this job done. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Don't forget to get out in your garden when you can. Don't go out there if it's really cold, but get out there when it's to your liking and see if you can get some of your garden stuff done, because that's what your girl is doing today. Trust and believe I'm rocking it out as much as I can. Once again, I want to say thank you for all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you joining my family, and as always, Miss Renee will see you in the next video. Woohoo! I'm glad this herb section is done. Now, next video will be me going over into the black and white garden. This area right here is called my black and white garden, and this is where I will be tackling next. Yep. I got a lot of work to do over here. I got to cut this rose bush back. Got to cut that hydrangea back. Cut all my hosta back, and I have to get all those grow bags that I have over there cleaned out, and then also clean out those pots back there. So that will be and I got to clean out that wheelbarrow. So that will be in another video. All right, guys, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.